I believe that Alzheimer's is optional.
Yes.
So my generation, I'm in my late 30s. My generation does not need to have Alzheimer's. Very, very, very few people have the genetics that set them up where it's very likely that they'll get an early onset Alzheimer's, or they will definitely get Alzheimer's. And that is just such a small number of people. And yet we have this wild demographic shift as baby boomers are aging. And even for them, there's a lot of dementia that can be prevented. From the Lancet, there's a 2020 article that came out of the Lancet Commission for Alzheimer's. And this got clouded by COVID, of course, because it all came out in 2020. But they claim, this is a very reputable UK-based medical journal from the conventional side, that says 40% of dementias can be prevented by modifiable risk factors. These are things like smoking, alcohol consumption, pollution, so air pollution, diabetes, obesity. So there are things that we know today, and then being in the neurohacking, biohacking space, we just put other layers on top of it. But we know today, from a conventional perspective, so many things we can do to intervene. And as you're mentioning, this isn't just for people over 65. Alzheimer's starts decades before you start noticing you're not finding that word, or you're misplacing your keys. Decades before you notice that your brain isn't working the way it did 5 or 10 years ago. There are changes happening in the brain that we have control over. And so getting started earlier and preventing it is, of course, what I advocate for. We have much better outcomes if we intervene the moment someone starts to notice changes. And it's just hard to measure prevention, right? It's much easier to take somebody who's got dementia, got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and prove that we can reverse it.